If I broke down my business, I'ma show you go right. For like for the night. If I broke down my business, I'ma show you go right.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you, DJ Bright, for the music. Before we start the show, please, ladies and gentlemen, please, another round of applause for Lindsay and Tuffy Mitchell. Please give them a round of applause. That's, wow. Oh man, you guys turned up. Oh, you guys turned up. Look how many beautiful people are sitting in here. Woo. You black people look as if you're like we're going to church. Like, seriously, you definitely look like we're going to church. Sir, you look good. You look good. You look as if you're going to sell someone something after the show. Just I have this new shop here. No, great. I haven't been next to so much African greatness in a while. Seriously, I mean, you know why? Because of COVID. And I'm actually quite happy that COVID is over, like that whole episode. Although, I have to say, like, there's one thing that I miss about COVID. Those self-tests, remember those? The tests you could do at home, yeah? And it sounds weird, but really, I miss those because, like, if you had a meeting at work, you had to, like, do a self-test at home, and if that self-test was positive, you didn't have to go? I had COVID like 18 times last year. Swear to God. Swear to God. 3 weeks on holiday at home doing nothing. It's great. We should have kept those. Instead of those stupid pieces of plexiglass where they put in front of the counter. You remember those as well? We still have them. Why? No one used them properly. Can you remember that? I used to like watch people like go inside shops and try to buy stuff. No one did it properly. Every single person will walk into that shop. Here's the glass, and they'll be like, "Yeah, can I have a pack of?" Yeah, green. You're like, what? You had one job. Wasn't that hard? Damn. Seriously, no. But I'm serious. Till this day, I have friends who seriously think they can meet women with the COVID contact tracing app. I'm like, what? You don't... No, that's not what it was made for. No, till this day, they walk up to women in bars and they go like, now we can quarantine together. I'm like, no! It's wrong. People, it's just wrong. That's why I love it. It's great to be back. It's great that we're traveling again. Huh? I heard people came here from all over the country. Like, are people here from Fribourg? Do we have people from Fribourg? Yeah. Lausanne? None? Genève? Yeah. I call Geneva Little Africa. It is Little Africa. I have met people there where you're not supposed to. Swear to God. Swear to God. It was actually so fun. I once met this Jamaican driver. I thought he was going to kill me. I swear to God. Like, we're in the car, right? So we're driving to the airport, and I'm sitting next to him. And this is how he started the conversation. Now, just to explain to you what kind of man this guy was, we couldn't have a normal conversation because no matter what I said, he would misunderstand what I'm saying, or he would just interrupt my whole sentence. Like, and his eyebrows, he had some weird eyebrows, okay? I have nothing against eyebrows. We all have different eyebrows. Thick, thin, some of us don't have eyebrows. When you go to sleep in the morning, we have eyebrows again. I have nothing against eyebrows, okay? Nothing. Seriously, I don't. But he had weird eyebrows. Like, if you looked at his eyebrows, it looked as if someone deep-fried two like cockroaches and stapled them to his face. Every time he would close his eyes, you had the feeling they're going to bite. No, it was disgusting. Really disgusting. So we're driving, right? We're driving, And I'm literally next to him. This is how he starts the conversation. Out of nothing, he's just like, hey man! And I'm right here, right? I'm right here. He's like, hey man! Wagwan, wagwan, wagwan. Yeah, man, yeah, black. Like, obviously, this is... He's like, yeah, you're from Jamaica, man. And I'm like, no, I'm not from Jamaica, I live. And he goes, nice. So, sorry for interrupting, man. Yeah, you're from Haiti. I'm like, no, I'm not from Haiti, I live. And he's like, nice. I said, blow clad. My man, where do you live, my man? I say, I live in Switzerland. He says, you're from Swaziland. You couldn't talk to this man. And I made the mistake of asking him his name. I made that mistake. I don't know why. Should have asked him for his name. We're just sitting there, and I'm like, excuse me, sir. My name is Charles. What's your name? And he's like, my name is Cry. I'm like, what? I'm like, Cry? Like, cry? He's like, yes, my name is Cry. Like the song from Bob Marley, no woman, no cry. I remember when we used to sit on the front yard of Trenchtown. Good friends we've had, good friends we've lost. Listen, I like the song, but he had his eyes closed while he was driving. I'm like, open your eyes! He looks at me and he's like, you don't like the song? I'm like, what? Of course I like the song, but I don't want to die. This is... No, I'm not kidding. We reach to a red light. Do you know what this guy does? He puts down the window and he sells to some random stranger a bag of weed. I'm like, seriously? You're selling weed? While we're driving? This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. But you know, that is the art of being a comedian. You try to like switch things up. In every single negative situation, you try to make it positive. So I was like sitting at home thinking to myself, like, what has been so positive the last 1.5 years? Because I was sitting at home. They didn't know where I could work again. And I remember the most positive thing that happened to me was in 2021, in December, at Christmas. Because of COVID, for the first time in my life, I got the opportunity to speak to my mother like she spoke to me when I used to live at home. And as an African, this never happens. Like, I mean, it's a once-in-a-lifetime situation, ladies and gentlemen. Because I remember, like, you know how our African parents are when you leave the house, when you move out, they take it personal, okay? I remember when my sister came back to like visit us after 2 months that she moved out, my mom took that, she opened the door, looked at my sister, and she just said, your knees are ashy. You look fat, your hair is dry. What's going on in your life? I'm like, damn. Mom, just saying hello. I miss you, my baby. You're her mother, not her stylist. Jesus. So I just had to use it. So like, it was Christmas, the doorbell rings. I open the door. My mom wants to hug me. She's like, hi. I'm like, whoa. Did you guys bring a COVID test? This is my mom's reaction. She goes. White people, you don't know this. You are never allowed to do that unless you're a mom or that. This is swearing. This is never. Okay, never. So my mom does that. I just look at her. She looks at the boyfriend. She's like, babes, did you bring it with you? No? So you left? My mom looks back at me. She's like, I'm sorry, babes. We left it on the table. I look at my mother up and down and I say, you disappoint me. Ooh, she got mad. Just like, I am your mother. It's Christmas, let me in. And I looked at my mom and I said, hey, it's my house, my rules. Now go and wash your hands. and I can't remember what happened the rest of the evening. I have an African mother. What the hell do you think happened after that shit? Just choking me. No, man. We have to enjoy life. We literally have to enjoy life. After everything that's going on in the world, I mean, what is wrong with China sending these birthday balloons over the Pacific Ocean with cameras on it? And they're acting as if we don't know it's them. It's like we blew up the balloon on every single component. It said made in China. It's you. What's wrong with you? What else going on? The price of petrol. Have you guys seen the price of petrol? And everyone is blaming Putin. They're saying it's his fault. Or as they call him in France, putain. I'm just kidding. It was a cheap one, I know. It was a cheap one, I know. I mean, the way things are going in Europe right now, we don't even know if we're going to have enough electricity to make the winter. We don't even know if we can shower alone. Did you guys hear what the Swiss government suggested? They said to save energy, we should shower together. I don't know what kind of movies they've been watching. But I know, as a black man, you are never, ever allowed to wet a black woman's hair when she doesn't want to. Do you want to die? That is an automatic death sentence on the streets, okay? You could be in the most driest place on earth. If you wet a black woman's hair, she would choke you to death. Officer Timmerman would show up and be like, oh, excuse me, ma'am, what happened? And she'll be like, he tried to wet my hair. Officer Timmerman would say, I'm sorry, ma'am, I'm sorry. We bought him, but he deserved to die. This is not murder. This is self-defense. Actually, thinking about it, like, I think this is how they're trying to get rid of us black people. This is the key. I'm actually not allowed to say that if Europeans want to get rid of all black people, they should turn off the hot water. Oh, we'll go straight back. Our family members will be like, I thought you loved it in Switzerland. They don't have hot water. I can't. I can't do that. I can't do that. Yeah. And I love culture as well, you know? I love culture as well, but I think sometimes people are misinformed. I mean, ever since I've been living here in Switzerland, you know, there are some things that I hear where I'm like, I'm not sure you guys have looked at yourself properly before you tell me these kinds of things. For example, I remember, like, when I moved to Zurich, I think like 5 years ago, this guy walks up to me and he's like, hey, you Africans are really superstitious. I was like, what? We are superstitious? You Swiss people too? He's like, no. I'm like, you guys have Sarsilute. For those who don't know what Sarsilute is, let me explain it for you to you guys. This is voodoo, I am telling you. This is... let me explain this to you. Telling us we are superstitious. No, wait, let me explain this to you, okay. They pile up wood, right? They pile up wood, and on top of this wood, they put on top of a white doll. And they call that doll Burk. The translation in English, I kid you not, booger. Booger. So they set this booger on fire. And then some white dudes on horses dressed as if it's 1850 start riding around this fire. And depending on how fast that door blows up, they'll be like, oh, it's going to be a good summer. It's going to be a good summer. Listen to me. This is voodoo on a national level, okay? You can't tell me. We are superstitious. Stop. 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 But it's a great time to be alive. It's a great time to be living in Switzerland. I heard last week, like, I don't know if it was Business Insider, they say the most happiest place, the most freest place to live in is Switzerland. Did you guys hear that? Yeah. Which is weird, because I was like reading that newspaper on businessinsider.com. On the top 10 cities, on the best cities to live in, Switzerland has 4 cities on that list, which is weird because Switzerland actually only has 3 cities, if you think about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, who is making these lists? I mean, and they have really weird criteria to pick out which countries they seem fit to be put on this list. For example, depending on what institutions a country can uphold, then you can determine how wealthy that country is. In Switzerland, it's the lake police. Literally, think about it. All of us live approximately 10 kilometers from the lake police. That means in every single place in Switzerland, every single lake, there's a lake police. Can you imagine how absurd that is? Imagine that there's a specific police for something in another country. Like in Dubai, they have the sand police. Do you know how weird? Like 2 guys are just riding in the desert, one gets down, he's like, Abdul, the sand is yellow. He's like, I know, Fahid, don't eat it, Fahid, don't eat it. Now in Switzerland, it's great, it's the lake police. They are very efficient because, like, this one lady once in Zurich, she dropped her ring in the lake. She called the police came there. They dived in, got the ring, gave that lady back, and she only paid 100 francs. That is Swiss efficiency at its finest. And I was like, that is weird. It can't apply to every other country. For example, in Africa, it can't apply. It can't apply to us. I mean, because if you drop your ring, in a lake in Africa, it's not that we don't want to go and get it. It's like we don't know what's down there. I can just imagine that conversation with the police. It's like, hello, what happened? Huh? Ring. Where? That is God's will. You are now divorced. Click, hands up. That was my time, guys. Thanks so much. Wow! Gotta do basketball?
Yeah. Do you want to know? No, come on. You have to.
Can I do it? Can I do it? Thank you guys so much. Do I get the honor to... Gonna introduce basketball, or should I do it?
We're ready, but I would like Charles to announce him.
Okay, with a pleasure.
But before we do that, please, can we give Charles a standing ovation, please?
Oh, no. So, guys, please keep that energy for the man you came to see, basketball!
London.
Another banger.
What's up? How you guys doing? Thank you. Please sit down. Thank you. Wow. This is the first time they stood up and welcomed me since the tour.